Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. New week, we've got a new banner coming up, alongside, various bug fixes and stuff, but the main thing is the new banner. I need to turn my music back on. There we go. Cool. Giving my lunacy, not that I'm going to do any polls, barring like dailies. Priest Gregor's out now, which is exciting. We're going to get to see how he's going to work and that sort of stuff. I'm definitely curious to see some of his numbers, because got some interesting status effect stuff that we'll have to see which way it goes, right? Let's see. Daily pulls. First and foremost, though, we'll see if we can get real lucky and just pull him through daily pulls. I doubt it, because I think 2 days ago I got a 3-star. I got 7 Otis from a daily pull, so, like, odds aren't particularly in my favor. But you never know. We could get super lucky here. Nothing on the generic ones. This one, we've got a chance. 1.3% chance to get Priest Gregor here. And we did not hit it, darn. That's fine. Actually, it's like slightly higher than it's like more like 1.35 or something because I have all egos. Whatever it is. You can see him there though. He looks funny. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna need to shard him. I need to pop like a couple Gregor boxes. I'll do like 230. Oh no, no, in the 130 is what I meant to say. 130. That was more than I needed because I want to make sure I also have. Okay, that's perfect. You also need to make sure I've got 450, so I have 50 uptime as well. That should be good. So let us grab him. Yeah, he's performing a little bit of self-flagellation. That's for sure. His also entire arm seems to be made of blood, which is certainly interesting. Though I may forgive them in Father's stead, he will not find the same clemency within him for my absolution. There we go. We got a funny quote for him. It's going to be something funny, I'm sure. There was one time when I believed in the greatness of hemo bars. Excellent, the hemo bar line. Exactly what we could have wanted, right? That's for sure. Okay, let's see. I don't have my team built. I'll have to deal with that, but that's fine. Priest Gregor. Cool to see another Gregor 3-star. He hasn't gotten anything since Linton Gregor, right? So, good to see you. We should be able to get you to level 50 pretty easily. Yeah, by that I mean, using a lot of tickets, but that's how it goes. We'll just get you to level 50. I only need to do 45 right now, but I mean, I might as well send him the full way, right? Third Kindred Bloodfiend, yeah, as we'd expect. As we already knew, right? Because we had already seen the Priest's Kindred level thanks to the fight. Let's take a look at his uptie story first and foremost, though. Though the shame may be masked, the thirst underneath its surface won't leave me alone. He's got his funny little staff there, and his mask, which assumably he's going to wear when he gets to Bloodied Hand 3. That's how it worked for Barboda, so it'll probably be something similar here, right? Resorting to whipping yourself again. You certainly are impatient. There's Barbarotis. Ha! Haven't I asked you to knock first? Have you given a thought about the I also recall asking you to not bring up that subject before me again. Still unwilling to participate in the plan? I refuse to consult you on your plan. Yeah, the plan to betray their father while he's gone on adventures. Isn't it clear to you that father no longer cares about us? Your plan, it's filial impiety. You mustn't. The child's eyes began to tremble uncontrollably from the instinctive revulsion and fear at the thought of it. The unbreakable bond formed from the blood. Most blood fiends cannot defy, let alone break that bond. But within the child's heart was an even more severe desire growing. And upon noticing it, the child with the scissors did not waste a moment to capitalize on it. No, we must. How many more years do you think our family has? 5 years? 10? Even less, another year like this, and we'll all go insane. You know this better than anyone. Day after day, you sit here and listen to their desperation. Yeah, another year like this. So this is going. We don't really know how long La Mancha Land was successful for, being a place of peace for humans and blood fiends, but at least a year, potentially more. That's for sure. But we now know at least a year, so it's decent. I guess. I guess for a blood fiend, it's pretty minimal. But I don't know, their sense of time is weird because they're nigh immortal. We can come up with ideas for better rides, attractions, something to draw more people in here, something to get them to willingly pay more blood packs for. That is irrelevant. She raised her voice, frustrated at the child's obstinacy. She slammed her scissors on the marble floor, and the confessional echoed with the discomforting noise of metal. Has La Mancha Land ever been short of guests? It's always teeming with guests paying hundreds upon hundreds of blood packs, but it's not enough. It's just not enough for everyone in the family. This stagnant, unmoving blood will never be enough to satiate us all. Never, no matter how much we drink. But it was you who helped Father create hemobars, wasn't it? To address that exact problem. Hemobars created by combining and compressing the blood of animals with that of humans. Okay, so that's what it is. Makes sense. We didn't know exactly what they comprise of, but yeah, animal blood alongside human blood, that's logical enough. Blood fiends, like, really prefer human blood, like, significantly, so the animal blood kind of, like, dilutes a bit, but a little bit of human blood makes it, you know, at least bearable to a certain degree for a certain amount of time. Unnecessary evil, that's all it was. To have enough to feed our family, hemobars were our only option. Yeah, it was flavorless, but like blood packs that quickly lost their freshness, hemobars were a great invention that could feed the whole family. Sure, it alleviated the hunger and the thirst, for a moment. But did any of us feel even a glimpse of happiness during the entire time we filled ourselves with it? This is nothing more than a slow, slow death. I believe we have only months before the family loses control over their craving for the blood of our guests anyway. If I could give them my blood instead, I would have. A meaningless ideation, or, you know, like, it's very obvious. I'm sure blood fiends can't, like, you consume other blood fiends' blood, but I wonder if they're gonna state that directly here, right? The scissors-wielding child stared uninterestedly at the stream of blood pouring from the child's back. Maybe because they're family, they don't see the appeal of it, or could just be like, it's just, like, even worse than animal blood, right, as far as they're concerned. She would not have been able to hold herself back had it been human blood, but the blood of our kindred is lesser than the blood of animals. Okay, yeah. It's just meaningless disease blood that does nothing to fill our desires. Yeah. Makes sense. They see themselves as less than animals to a degree, because other people also see them as less than animals, so it's very fitting, unfortunately. Ugh. Come to your senses, priest. It was always an impossible dream. Oh, I said it. The only way for us blood fiends to be happy is to drink the blood directly from human flesh. The father of these children is aware of that truth. But the father, who sought the dream of coexistence, could not permit them to directly covet human blood. There was one incontestable reason he forbade the family their happiness. Anyone who's had their blood drained directly by a blood fiend is bound to eventually turn into a blood bag, no matter how long it takes. Interesting. And that would mean the end of coexistence, and that is why this became an unforgivable sin in the eyes of the father. That's like his skill 3 name, wowie. Are you not afraid of Father's fury, Otis? I am, deathly so, which is why we are coming up with a strategy. Besides, it's not like we seek his death, just until our father comes to his senses. How will you even get him to don the helm? Okay, interesting. So we really didn't know where the barber got the helm from. We just knew the barber knew of the location and sent and, like, told it to Kyoto, right? So that's interesting. We still don't know how she got it exactly, but this helm is going to be what brings him to senses, which we do see in the actual main canto, but its exact specifics aren't, like, dwelled on too much. Perhaps her words, clarifying that we weren't seeing the father's death, came to this child as an exoneration. And for the first time, the child's interest was piqued. Now, are we ready to have a conversation? Do you recall our father created Rocinante prior to his departure? I do. He used a significant amount of his own blood to create Rocinante, and after such a long time on the road, he must still be deeply fatigued, and that will be our opening to place the helm over his head. As for the second step of our plan, I'll let you in on it as soon as you agree to be a part of it. Even after the godly dressed child left, this child cannot help but shudder from the crushing guilt. He came to whip himself, again and again. For the family. No, for our father in blood. Rocinante was made from his blood. Very interesting. We do get, like, the one spread of Rocinante, like, blood horse, so I mean, yeah. Checks out. Very interesting, though. But this profane thought refused to leave his mind, no matter how much he whipped himself. Every strike of the whip, every scar that formed his skin only reminded him of the possibilities the thought granted. The child puts down the whip and utters an unthinkable sentence. Even he would smite us down with his great vengeance, if this will get him to see this suffering. The child's heart, which had slowly begun to sway after countless consultations with the family, probably complete in the face of the justification that this was, after all, for the father. Yeah, if they don't think this is betraying the father, instead that this is carrying out his will, or at least reminding him of exactly what his purpose is, if they think of it as beneficial for father, then it wouldn't be filial piety, would it? If it would be for his best interests, even if he doesn't agree so. The day of rebellion was here, the child now part of this plan. Father was to return home after the long days of the adventure. Countless hunters surrounded the now blood-soaked child. Oh yeah, wait, that's just Fang Hunt, isn't it? Huh, that's interesting. Especially given that this was like 200 years ago. You can see like the silver bolts and stuff that were on Fang Hunt and like the kind of outfits of them. Huh, I didn't notice that before actually. Interesting. He'd been in this situation countless times in the past, but after years spent in La Mancha Land, all this felt so new to him. Okay. So, it's been multiple years of La Mancha Land's, like, success, which is pretty good, all things considered. Wonder how long exactly, but we're not going to get as specific. Maybe they really could have coexisted, even with the hunters, if a day like today did not come to pass. You did not pay La Mancha Land a visit once, ever since the Bloodfiend War was over. I see that you managed to suppress your hatred of our kind. Why was that, I wonder? Were you merely curious, or was there something else? I guess the answer doesn't matter anymore. There was a doubt in my heart, even as we ran toward the stench of blood, this screaming. I wonder if La Mancha Land had been under siege by a different family that were envious of your success. Yeah, Fang Hunt office. A foolish thought. A thought that father would have been overjoyed to hear. Is, like, this universe is, like... I mean, I think this mirror world, it wasn't 200 years ago. That's the kind of the general vibe I've been getting. This mirror world makes it seem like as if it happened, like, well... right now instead of 200 years in the past. Otherwise, like, a lot of stuff wouldn't make sense. Like, why any of these centers were here, since they've kind of got, like, preset timelines to some degree. That's the thing that doesn't seem to change between mirror worlds, like, the kind of, like, timeline stuff. It's just where people were at specific times and that sort of thing. So it makes sense if that is the case. I admit, we were foolish to hope. The ranks of bloody men will only grow like wild grass in the fields, and when this day becomes history, they'll all learn a lesson from our folly. That you blood fiends are evil by nature, that you can never change what you are. With that, neither the child nor the hunters said a word. They both knew that further communication was meaningless. There was only a single thought in the child's head as he watches the hunters expire. It's not about his sin. It's not about the upcoming punishment. It's joy. It was the child's only thought, his only emotion. He took in the hunter's blood drenching his body. Yep. Could only handle it for so long. Yes, we got some interesting lore type things in there, that's for sure. As you'd hope to see. We can also uptie you again. Get you to max, of course. So we can, like, analyze you at your fullest. That sort of thing. Jeez! Wait a second, like... Huh? He's got the most HP of any ID in the game. That's insane. So highest HP in the game is a 3-way tie between Queecliff, Grosshammer Merceau, I don't know max level so you can't see it there, and K-Corp Honglu, who has it at max level. Priest Gregor has more than that. 4 to 6 speed, so like pretty decent, pretty unlikely to get too bad of a roll. Fatal to Pierce is a little bit rough, since, that means he's fatal to stuff like Dulcinea's attacks, but that's fine. Plus 5 to defense level. Jeez! That's a lot of HP. He can definitely work well with bleed. I really wonder what our stagger thresholds are going to be. We're going to have to actually use him before we'll be able to check that out. 15 mineral for the defense is nice, of course, but I mean, that's kind of standardish for the course. Let's see. Let's look at your passive first. It's owned! Oh! I thought this was certainly going to be less, like, resonance, but no, it's owned. 10 minus Alien Heart SP, but now the least SP, every turn as long as you got 5 lust. Okay. Excluding self or allies out of panic code. So he can't heal his own SP, but his other allies just kind of passively over time. Okay. And he also basically has unrelenting, right? The first turn he would die, instead he can't die for the turn, yeah. And a nice little support passive, another option. It's actually, this is a lust res, that's pretty bad then compared to Gregor's other options. It could be more, but it's situational, so it's probably going to be worse. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Let's look at your defense skill first, though, because I want to learn about Alien Heart. Okay, so you gained 3 when you use your defensive skill, combat start. Otherwise, you don't have any. And you gain 1 every turn from that point on. Gain 1 defense level for every 3 stack. 1 defense level for every... Oh, defense level straight up. Instead of... What? Gain 1 defense level... Huh? No, that's the same thing. I feel like this is supposed to be different. 1 defense level up, 1 defense level. That's the same thing. 1 defense level up just increases your defense level 1. Okay, I feel like there's an issue there, but I'm not fully sure. Less than 4% HP on hit with base skills. Heal stack time is 5% of damage dealt on hit is HP. Min 1 rounded down. Heal up to 30 HP per skill. Okay, so he could actually heal a fair bit without a low HP. His first stagger threshold's probably going to be like around that point, though. He probably can't trigger that without being staggered, if I had to guess, but I'm not fully sure. And at HP high enough that you're not triggering the self-damage, and you gain 5 bleed and active bleed up to 3 times on self. Okay, so you can get rid of bleed count like that. And if you're at low HP, instead of gaining bleed, you consume 20 blood feast and heal the same value as HP once per turn. Okay. Jeez. 25 bleed gain from his skill 1. Okay, this guy is absolutely the blood feast build-up. I was not expecting any of these bleed numbers to be this high. Okay, skill 1, 3 plus 4. Glenny Blunt, yeah, gain 3 aggro, Quinn 5% bleed target. Gain 10 bleed, or if you're above half HP, you gain 25 bleed instead. And 3 bloodied hand, yeah. Yeah, bloody hand 2, gain offense level based stack, gain 3 offense level based on the stack, and additionally inflict 1 eruption and bleed and on hit with base scales. Cool. It does specify base skills, so, you know, it doesn't work with, like, Solemn Lament or anything, but, you know, that's to be expected. Not very good his build's going to be for that. Yeah, 15 bleed, that's certainly something. Skill 2, gain 10 just straight up, yeah. At less than 5 Alien Heart, gain 10 additional bleed and 3 bloodied hand. Or if you're at 5 plus Alien Heart, you instead consume up to 60 blood feast, gain bloodied hand for every 6 consumed, so up to 10 bloodied hand. Okay. Seems like you need to get a 5 plus Alien Heart, which requires a couple defense skills before you'd actually be able to get too much bloodied hand then maybe. Oh, you also have 3. No, so you're always going to get at least 6 if you've got less than 5 Alien Heart. Okay. So that's decent. That's decent. Inflict 2 bleed count, inflict 1 rupture. Yeah. Bleed count's not going to be particularly good. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. And then his skill 3, Unforgivable Sin, 3 coin. Yeah. Heal 50% of damage dealt. Max 100 per skill. But he's got so much healing. Do more damage from the missing HP on self, max 90%. Alright. So every stack of Blade Hand plus 10 to heal HP based on HP consumed times 3, so up to 60 on top of that. Which is separate from this max, right? Because this max is just how much you get from dealing damage, right? If you do 200 damage to this skill, you heal 100 HP, you can theoretically heal, like, what, 20 times 60 HP on top of that, because I don't think that works till sort of the max. Since I think that's just talking about that conditional. Okay, so this theoretically can heal 160 HP from a single skill 3, which is a lot. And he also gains coin power, and if he consumes 20 stacks, so it's based on excess plus 10, so if you had 30 Bloody Hand when you use this, you get a reuse. Yeah, his Bloody Hand build doesn't seem that fast, so I'm not sure how good that's going to be. Also, after attack, heal 10% HP on self. Okay! 10% of his HP is like 28, like... So, you're telling me we've effectively got a theoretical 189 HP healing skill, slash 190 depending on how it rounds. Skill 3, like, before factoring in, like, any sort of, like, support passives, like, ego gifts, anything like... Okay, that's best conditions, though, right? It's not... It's still gonna be a lot, though. Jeez. 2 bleed count, 2 rupture count. Yeah, not particularly great for that. I'm not surprised. His actual bleed count, rupture count stuff isn't great. This guy is an insane tank, though. I wasn't expecting him to be this crazy for it. That's so much healing. And so much... Okay, initial responses. This ID seems really cool with just how much this leans into. I really want to see the stagger thresholds, and of course, gonna need to build the team. Then we're gonna give this a spin through in Mirror Dungeon hard, right? So give me a minute. Alright. The team has in fact been set up. And, quite simply, I'm doing a solo. I know you just got this ID, haven't seen him in action yet, but from what I've seen, this seems like an ID that could be really fun to solo. I'm pretty sure he's Pierce weak, so we want to keep that in mind. You get like a floor 1 Gossiping. We don't really want Gossiping. If we're leaning into bleed, it wouldn't really help us too much. Probably just go Forgotten. There's a fair bit of Pierce enemies here, I do think, but I think we can handle it. But yeah, so this guy, he's fatal to Pierce, he's resistant to Blunt, so that's good to keep in mind. Stupid amounts of HP. Unfortunately, he only has 261 instead of, the 200, 79, since he's brought down to level 45. Still pretty good. I have learned, he has one stagger threshold, and it's Quick Lift type situation where it's just kind of near the top of his HP. I think it's identical to his, in fact. So yeah, we can see him here, pretty funny looking, that's for sure. He's got his little book out. His hair is very unique for a Gregor ID, that's for sure. It's one of these IDs that really is super strange looking in general. But it's funny. But yeah, so we can see stagger threshold 208, and that's it. So I think, like, we also have all this stuff, yeah, so we're starting out with that, so that'll definitely help us out for bleed shenanigans. So I think the general play here is we need to get his pass off immediately, because if we can get Self-Destruct Dedication going, which just requires a bunch of Lust owned, then we're basically, like, we're basically just set, right? Because then we can't die, so we've got, like, plenty of time to do stuff. So that's going to be our first priority. We might take too much damage from some of these attacks, though. That definitely could be an issue. We are super easy to stagger, but I think we can heal back up even if we do get staggered, even if we can't get, our Unrelenting off. I'm not too worried, all things considered. And I could clash a little bit, do this for a little bit of healing. We've got high speed, so it'll work out, right? Because it heals like 50% of damage dealt, right? Just always. And it's a skill 3, so, it's going to do decent damage. Yeah, Self-Bleed is kind of working against there. Oh, there it was, actually. It's at the end. Oh, no, at the end he heals 10% of his HP on top of the 50% of damage dealt thingy. Oh, that's a little bit rough. Okay, yeah, not quite staggered yet, though. And we are 1 Lust away from actually getting the passive going, so that's good. Ooh, we do get staggered here, though, undeniably so. That's fine. Oh, no, we actually got it off here. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Cool. Well, we are getting staggered here. There's not much we can do about that, so, do we just live with our actions? Do we try egoing? I don't think we ego, because that would ruin everything, right? I think we just live with it. We get staggered here, but, like, you're not killing us this turn, that's for sure. I guess the one issue is we might, like, bleed to death or something. That's very possible. Yeah, you can't kill us this turn. You're not going to be able to kill us next turn, which is the one that actually matters. Yeah, cool. So we should be able to trigger the passive here, which is going to be really funny. The self-bleed is a little bit worrying, all things considered. We might not even get the chance to trigger the passive, actually. We're not. Yeah, no, we're not. Okay, cool. But now, the fun begins. Let's see. So, thanks to this Ailing Heart, at less than 4% HP, on hit with base skills, he'll stack times 5% of damage dealt on hit, with a max of 30 per skill. So, we're going to heal 50% of damage dealt with every single skill heal up to a max of 30 per skill, as long as we're below 40%. So, as you can imagine, pretty good. Pretty nice. The self-bleed is very scary, that's for sure. Especially from his skill 1, it's a lot of bleed, but we can just easily offset it by just how much healing we're going to be getting. And look at that, we're high enough Bloodied Hand that, we have his funny skill active and stuff. We did spend a bunch of Bloodied Hand on this skill 3, but that's fine. Like, yeah, you can see here, we've also already consumed 180 Blood Feast. This idea is very funny. 29 Bloodied Hand. Oh, that's what the Bloodied Hand icon changes to. That's cool. Yeah, you're trying to do your damage and all that sort of stuff, but it's not going to matter. Because we are going to brutally kill everyone here. Go over skill 2 is impossible because it's less self-bleed, right? We don't have any self-bleed count stuff, I don't think, barring, like, some random stuff here. I don't think. We don't have a lot of self-bleed count, right? But yeah, this is going to do a lot. Oh, that's for sure. It's theoretically going to be 4 coin here because, yeah, but it would have been 4 coin if we hadn't killed, yeah. Also, we actually healed up so much we're going to be staggered again next fight, aren't we? But we're going to start with the passive immediately, so we can just go all out immediately. So we should take less damage in general, that sort of thing. Got a bunch of support passives active. I set up the team so we should have a lot of pretty useful support passives going on. That sort of thing. So that should be good. Okay, we can get an event here. Yippee, lowest star, sure. We'll take it. We're all blunt, so I mean, it means we're gonna do some stagger damage stuff. We have pride skills, so we didn't lose SP from that as well, so I mean, nice. And we press on. Yeah, we could theoretically try and get some rupture stuff going, but I'm not gonna try it too hard. The bleed is the more interesting thing. So yeah, this is going to be very bad for us. I think we just defend skill here. Yeah, the skill one gives us so much self-bleed that we're going to get staggered if we use it, right? I mean, it's funny though, right? Yeah, we'll do it. That's fine. It's part of the fun, you know? We spend the self-bleed. We should heal up a little bit by just attacking you. No, we don't actually have anything that's healing us at the moment with that. Yeah, okay. We might get staggered here, but if we do, it's going to be just barely. Not quite, darn. Would make good. Actually, we probably wanted to... that's fine. So we probably wanted to defend for the sake of getting the Ailing Heart up a little bit more, because that's always nice, but that's fine. Unforgivable Sin heals by 50% of damage dealt. We're healing up to max here. And then we heal 10% on top of our max HP on top of everything else, though, because, you know, we really needed it. We're going to get this guy more skill 3s from shops, and it's going to be stupidly insane. If we can get Christmas Lore, if we can get the funny self-protection from the, what's it called? Oof. If we can get the self-protection from the gift sack from the Christmas floor, would be insane. We're just taking less damage. Yeah, we're kind of risking very close to the stagger bar a lot of the time here with this guy. That's kind of how he's going to be, though. But if he gets staggered, it's not the biggest deal, right? And, like, it's not an idea you can, like, try and do some funny shenanigans where, like, you stay underneath the bar, like, all times. Because, well, like, he gets so much self-healing stuff that, like, he's going to heal back up to max without even trying to. We're about to get a 4-coin skill 3 off here, by the way. So, a little bit of healing. Yeah, we got the 60 HP straight up healing. Also, only 3 coins. Well, that's fine. It happens. The curse of being too goated. Yeah, you're hitting us a little bit. That's fine. We're getting good defense level from the Ailing Heart. Yeah, max Ailing Heart. Nice. And should just be able to kill. Cool. Self-bleed, that's fine. Actually, I'm not fully sure what's giving us the self-bleed count. Does these attacks give a self-bleed count too? They might. We're actually gonna be... Oh no, because we've got a skill 3 coming. Yeah. We might be below the stagger threshold for the next fight, but I don't think so because we're gonna heal too much from this. Yeah. As expected. And stuff like killing is giving... We've got a bunch of HP healing passives just in general on top of everything else, right? If we do it like this, we might actually take enough self-damage that we are below our stagger threshold from the bleed. The healing, that 10 healing might have put us above, but we might be slightly under depending on how this goes. Would be funny. We might have another generic fight. It depends on if we get a random event here. No, normal fight. Cool. That's fine. But how much HP is that? 196. That's slightly below stagger threshold, right? Because his stagger threshold's like 200-ish, I want to say. So he should be set. You know the stagger threshold. Excellent. We get to live our best life. I'll still defend immediately. Kind of better than a skill 1 for us, just because we can get the Ailing Heart going. Love Ailing Heart. More defense level is always nice, right? And it still prevents one of the attacks from going through, basically. So it's good. Yeah, we start out with a lot of self-damage stuff. Taking a lot of damage, that sort of thing, but it's not going to matter in the end. Boss's Lord is just going to be G-Core Bed Manager, so like it's not going to be anything actually scary, right? Good to know. Good to keep in mind. And defense skill is healing us a little bit, right? That sort of thing. And go for the Lust Res Tuner, though. And although we really particularly need it, but like we could. We could. It's combat start healing. The fact that it's combat start healing is also pretty nice. Like combat start, spend some blood feast, that sort of thing. Get some healing going. That's nice. Combat start stuff and defense skills is cool because you can really use it a lot better. Combat start effects in general are really cool. It's one of my favorite parts about DHE Merceau. Is that he's got like the combat start erudition shenanigans, means that like it's based on whatever your insight was before and not your insight like afterwards, which makes it pretty unique. Not that people think about DHE Merceau much at all though, which is, I mean, fair enough. He's cool, but he's also not, like, anything that special. Yeah, cool to see, like, a proper, like, this is basically the closest to G-Con we might ever get, which is fine if so. I think this is a good way to go about doing self-bleed, making it so it's all about, like, getting a bunch of potency, a bunch of self-damage, and then just healing back up anyways. It kind of is the perfect G-Con, really. Okay, we just need to kill this guy, that's fine. We can just not pop a skill 3 here. Just do a bunch of damage instead, right? That works. We're at max blooded hands, so we're getting more bleed, more rupture, that sort of fun stuff. We actually need to be careful I don't kill myself with, like, the self-damage if we don't do that, though. Because the bleed's definitely adding up a little bit. This guy gets staggered. Not quite dead, unfortunately. We're gonna have to get you killed then. That's fine. Do a bit of that. And because that should kill you, heal us up a little bit. Yeah, cool. Going into next fight, like, half HP. Kind of what you want to see, I think. Skill 3 also does more damage based on the lower your HP is, so it works out. Works out. And we get Wound Cleared ++ here. We can get Red Gossipium ++ here. Just more bleed damage stuff, right? I'm not going to bother with getting them because, like, it's not that big of a deal. We got a lot of free upgrades there. Jeez. I think 3 of the 4 were free. Which, if I am right on that, that's certainly something. Jeez. Okay. But yep, G-Corp had manager time. These guys have a fair bit of bleed and stuff. We could just immediately pop this. Actually, we might as well, right? Like, it's not the worst play. Because we can just heal up a bunch off of this one attack. We don't have, like, Yelling Hard or anything set up yet, but, like... We want to start at half HP just for the sake of getting the, stagger threshold gone, so we can just heal up immediately after that part, and it works pretty well. If you could, like, use, like... what's it called? What are the she gift is? Resolution. If you could use Resolution on this guy, he'd be stupidly busted, which is a funny idea, but also, like, it's not the biggest deal. There's a reason why it doesn't work like that, yeah. A bit of self-damage, bit scary. But, like, once again, he can't die, but he's gonna kill himself with bleed if he ever gets reduced to 1 HP. So, although, no, combat starts with his defense skill, right? So, like, then that's how you heal back up, right? That's how it's supposed to work. See, let me read some of your stuff, though, because I think I've missed, like, some... You know, you don't gain bleed count from anything, so whenever you gain bleed, is also, like, is it, like, 10 bleed, 1 bleed count as well, just because of how it's being done? Surely it's not, like, Wound Cleared or something, yeah? No, that's hitting an enemy with the skill, right? Like, it shouldn't be like that. I'm not sure where you're getting the bleed count from on self. That part I'm not fully sure. I think if there's some weird stacking going on with the bleed, because there's no self bleed count in anything you have. So I guess it's just gaining weird. Unless there's something major I'm missing, but, like, I don't think so. Like, none of your statistics give you, like, self-bleed count, like... You don't have any... I don't know. Very strange. We'll heal up a little bit with that for safety. Don't want to accidentally kill myself or anything like that. Yeah, no self-bleed count that time. We get a kill, so that's good. Yeah, we're out of bleed now, interesting. Do that, sure. Little defensive skill for good luck. And we're popping a skill 3 here, so we're very much fine, yeah. Kills instantly, of course. We might see the 4th coin eventually, but we're just kind of doing too much damage against the random grunts to really see it go off yet. That's fine. We're up to max, we can just spam attacks, kill everyone, that sort of thing. Yeah, enjoy hitting me. You're doing significantly more damage to yourself than you're doing to me. You know, I'm blunt resistant, and you are bleed weak. Not literally, but, you know, with how much bleed you have, you might as well be, and you're doing no damage. Enjoy that. Cool. Get some killing going. Yeah, once again, more bleed count on self. Not fully sure what's going on with that. Like, it definitely could kill me, because it means the bleed's going to be triggering more times than it's supposed to. Because I don't think I'm missing something. I'm not really sure where that bleed count is coming from. Oh well. Once again, we're below half. I don't want to heal up or anything, so... Or we're below stagger threshold is the main thing. I think we're still above half, but it means we'll go into the next fight looking pretty good. We can grab... I guess we could grab Lasso here, actually, if we wanted to. And Muzzle's just kind of better. We'll take it. Give me cost, absolutely. More money is good. We've got so much money to spend in this upcoming shop. So many refreshes to go for Gregor. Ooh. Falling Flowers is a definite no. Nothing here looks like fun. I'll roll. See, we are blunt resistant and pierce weak. Hell's Chicken actually should be pretty fine for us, right? We can go for this. Yeah, I think Hell's Chicken is actually good for us. I think that, like, the generic guys have a lot of blunt. There's a difference between a bit of slash. I can't remember any pierce, but it's possible there's a bit of pierce that I'm just kind of forgetting about. It's very possible. Oh, let's see. Grey or Golden Urn this early is super good. Grey Coat, not particularly good for what we've got going on. First Aid Kit, actually. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Jeez. Actually, one of the few times it's actually, like, super nice for us. Homeward, it's encounter start, so it's after it factors in. Yeah. So it's after we get healed up, after it checks, like, to see if we have stagger fish or other things that I'm trying to say here. Coffee and Crane's also good for more resources. A lot of good eco gifts showing up here. That's nice. I'd really like the Gregor skill change, though. Carmilla? I mean, I'll take that. I'm willing to sell some stuff, I think. I just bought a bunch of cool stuff, though. I'd love to get another Gregor skill 3, though, because that would be so much fun. I don't think it's going to work out, though. That's fine. Got a load of good ego gifts. We'll live without it. Oh, we also get this, which, yeah, now our Rupture is going to be really good. Because I think it means all of our skills are Rupture neutral now. What do we go for? Do we go for Bleed? I don't know if I need the Bleed one. I could take this Haste, this Speed one. I'll just take the Bleed one. I'll take it. We're already set on Bleed because we've been cleared, but it's worth a shot. Unforgivable Sin these chickens. Yeah, and this one just, yeah, more Bleed. Yeah. What was I going to say here? Oh, yeah, I think we're Rupture neutral on everything by default now because of that, right? Like, +1 Rupture count from the skill 1, +1 Rupture count from the skill 2, and, yeah, +2 Rupture count, or, no, because it's 2 of them. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, our Rupture is really good off of that alone. I wasn't even, like, thinking about it whatsoever. I was kind of forgetting that we had Rupture synergy on this guy. Well, that's really good. Okay, yeah, these guys I think are just only blunt, so, like, they're gonna do nothing to us, like, comically so, yeah. Oh, no, you're Pierce, actually. You've got a Pierce skill, like, skill 1, which is gonna do, like, probably very little damage. That's pretty fine. We'll just attack these guys. I'm not too concerned as to what's going on here. But yeah, if we can get, like, standard duty battery now, that could be nice. Maybe that's something to, like, go for. Might just encounter randomly at some point, though. But, like, maybe we'll try, like, fusing for, like, a good Rupture gift or something. We can fuse away the burn gift pretty easily, and that's a tier 3 fodder. So, I mean, definitely can do a lot of good stuff with that. He's styling on these guys. How nice. Yeah, I'm not even worried about, like, building up, like, Ailing Heart or anything on this fight, because, like, they should just all die pretty easily. The bleed alone is going to guarantee that. It is very interesting how, like, they're technically, it doesn't tell you start with Ailing Heart, right? It's not, like, in, like, a passive or anything. So it's, like, a case of something where, like, the ID never, like, specifies you start with 0 Ailing Heart, which is interesting. It's kind of like how, like, early ammo IDs didn't specify how much ammo you start with. Do I feel like there should be, like, a section for, like, innate benefits or whatever? I feel like the kind of thing they would do, right? I don't know. Nice. Almost at max, Bloodied Hand now. So we can pop this. It's not going to be 4 coin. It doesn't need to be 4 coin, though, that's for sure. We're still going to heal up to near max. Although we should get enough bleed damage off on the other guy to bring us below stagger threshold, maybe? I don't know. I think he's going to heal you a bit by hitting you. I think we're a bit above, yeah, and just like a slight bit above, so that's a little rough, but that's fine. Whatever we're up against next should be able to handle it. Yeah, we definitely go for a focused encounter here, just kind of a lot better for us. As usual on solos focused, they're just so much easier to manage what's going on. I'm not super concerned as to what's going on here, but Like, yeah, these guys are doing nothing. I mean, none of them are really doing much of anything. We can just pop Unforgivable Sin immediately here. We really don't need to, but, like, might as well. It'll do good damage, right? We don't need the healing, but it'll make sure we're nice and topped up so these other guys are doing, like, nothing for us. Yeah, and we should just be able to kill that guy with anything next turn. Or just leave it and let them bleed when they get unstaggered in 2 turns this time, right? Either option works. He is giving protection to these guys, though, which is annoying. So yeah, we'll do something like that, sure. Bit of bloodied hand on self. How quaint. And yeah, just kill that guy. We also get some healing from that, just kind of innately. Thanks to, reissue passive. Right. And this should finish the job. We should get below stagger threshold from hitting the other guy, maybe? From the self-bleed? I'm not fully sure. That'll heal us up to max, yeah. Some self-bleed here. Yeah, not nearly enough. Okay, that's fine. We're going to be max HP going to the next fight. Homeward especially. I think even without Homeward, I think we just barely got a 261 there. Cool. Let's see. Risky encounter. I mean, it's just going to be more K-Corp Bongi, guys, because that's all it can be. But it's going to be, like, stronger ones. More of them, really. How scary. How frightening. Let's just get Alien Heart up immediately this fight. Not that I'm really too concerned, but I'd like to make sure I'm nice and ready for the fight after this. And Alien Heart's a good way to make sure we're going to be getting good healing and stuff in the future. Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of, that's only a neutral, jeez. You're getting a lot of, oof. Okay, yeah, we get staggered here, that's fine. These guys don't kill us. Turn burst, how scary. Yeah, we also got to see, the medkit in action there. Not really if you get to use too often, because usually in Mirror Dungeon Hard, if someone's below half HP, they're probably just gonna die instantly, or it's like a she unit that's like got resolution or something, right? Yeah, we're not even gonna get to see Unrelenting here either, jeez. We're just too good. How unfortunate. Oh yeah, we're basically a full Alien Heart. Yeah, no need to defend. We'll get to max next turn. Good stuff. Not that we really need our Alien Heart up at this point, but it's nice to get up just as like a safety thing, right? You're trying bursting us down like a fair bit. Bit annoying, but we can't die this turn, so that's good. Yeah, and we're healing up a good bit thanks to Alien Heart right now. Even though skill 1 and skill 2 aren't particularly heal heavy, Alien Heart helps out a bit. And we were going to get a maximum power skill 3 off here, so maybe if this guy tanks it well enough, we'll get to see the 4th coin. Oh, we do? Cool. Nice! Yeah, a little bit of healing. We're at max HP. You know, it happens. And we just keep on killing these guys. Simple enough. You just keep on... We're slowly whittling them down. The skill 3 should also be, you know... I don't think it's going to kill because it's only a 3-coiner and these guys are tanky. But it's a stagger, and I think we're skill 1-ing that guy as well, so a bit more damage on him. Should be able to kill them next turn pretty easily. Or they'll just bleed to death if they get the option to. That is 50 bleed on self, yeah. That's scary. Still don't know what the actual, like, bleed count on self is coming from. Really not sure where it could be coming from. Like, not like this or anything, right? Like, no, it's... Yeah, I don't know where the bleed count's coming from. I don't think we're supposed to be getting as much bleed count as we're getting. But we are getting bleed count from some various sources. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it's a weird interaction. Who can say? Who can say? We haven't died to it yet. And we probably won't die to it as long as we still have our Unrelenting ready. I don't even remember what his pass is actually called. I'm just going to keep on calling it Unrelenting, because like that's what it is, right? We all know that. Blood Fiends with hats are weak to foam swords, so true. Well, Pavongi time. We're at max HP, that should be good. We're just gonna, like... We're probably just gonna turn 1 clash against your strong attack, right? Probably the best starting play, I'd say. We could Eagle here, theoretically. We could, like, Garnet Thorns or something, but, like... don't think it'll be super necessary. I mean, we can just pop this immediately, though, right? Like, that's pretty nice to see. Not an immediate, like, ailing heart game, but that's fine. Paralysis, that's actually really annoying. Okay, we're still fine, though. First time this guy's paralysis has done anything to me, I'm pretty sure. Heal up to full after that, nice. We're gonna get hit by a bunch of random things, so, I mean, good to, do. And you've got a bit of bleed now, so that's nice. Yeah, fragile, that's a bit scary, but shouldn't be too scary. I love that line, very silly. So we'll just keep on doing that. I don't really want to bother setting up the ailing heart, because I don't want the, I don't want these attacks to go through. We're gonna get staggered. The turn pop bongies staggered though, so like I'm not too concerned. I'm just gonna be one-sided by all the actual bongies, right? Like, oh no, how scary. You're doing very little to us. Paralysis, what a shame. And we're gonna heal up to like 25% of HP immediately thanks to the med kit, right? Like, we're chilling. We are major chilling, as they say. Oh, that's actually just a okay, that's a struggling. Alright. We'll defend against that then. Sure thing. Paralyze, that's annoying. Yeah, we actually lose a clash thanks to that. Oh no, we still win. Oh yeah, that guy bleeds to death, right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thinking about it a little bit more. A lot of sense. Now we just gotta kill these guys, cool. Yeah, we should be able to do that pretty easily here, I think. A lot of self-bleed, probably, but that's fine. We'll live with it. We're doing good damage. Okay, right guy does not die this turn. That's fine. I think the rest of them do, because we're doubling up on this guy. Doubling up on this guy. I really didn't double up with the skill 3. But that's fine. It's very funny how this attack that's like a insane like flailing of a whip around doesn't count as a mass attack. But it's also not a big deal whatsoever. Let's just make sure we're nice and healed up. Let's get a big Lust Res. Big Lust Res is nice for coffee and cranes and stuff, right? More resources. It's good to have. Getting like the sloth generation and stuff for Lager Domain is pretty nice, because we can get the gluttony pretty easily. But we can't get sloth without eagle gifts and stuff, so it's useful. Okay, yeah, we can get... I mean, I was gonna get Grand Mistake. I should just get Civil later, though, definitely, yeah. That's fine. That's good. Give me a random eagle gift. I'll take that. Tier 2, could fuse that away. Let's see, what do we feel like going for? What's pretty safe here? Let's see. Let's refresh. I'm feeling like gambling a little. Jags of Manor feels like a bad play. Slices and Dicer is very much a bad play. Oh, we can just go emotional seduction. We can just fight Papa Bongi again. It's that easy. A little bit boring, but it's funny. This guy's gonna like see us walk in just again, and he's gonna be like, "Please, why are you doing this to me?" And the priest just really wants some tasty chicken. Okay, let's try Rupture Tier 3ing though, just for fun, right? A little bit of fun. We've got some stuff I'm pretty willing to fuse away. Like this stuff, yeah. Do we get lucky? Death Seeker. I mean, that's still really good because all of our skills have Rupture, so all our skills gain Clash Fire offense level and deal more damage. Don't have any single coins, but that's fine. Oh, that's actually good enough for me, I think, though, yeah. Let's get Carmilla ++. And otherwise, just save the rest of our cost for the next floor shop to roll for a Gregor skill change, potentially. This is going to be more bongies. Hopefully you guys weren't sick of bongies by now, because, more of them. Yippee! Hat guy once again. Unfortunate. These guys are purely blunt, though, yeah. Not very scary. You're hitting me a little bit. Lethograph would probably be a good get, just for a little bit more healing when you stagger enemies, because, like, our skill 1, skill 2 not healing us by default definitely can be a bit of a problem sometimes. The Unforgivable Sin, one of these guys. Let's do it on you, actually. That's probably the best play. Funny as it may sound, it's the best play just because I want that one dead. Because it's giving 10-2 protection to all the allies. The hat bongies are always annoying in that front. Like, definitely super overkill. We didn't even get all the coins off, but that's fine. It's a kill, and that's what matters. Speaking of murder, let's kill some more of these guys. Actually, only a favorite on that skill 3 there, but, That's alright, I'm sure we'll win these. I think it's just because Sandy was a little bit rough, because these guys' passive is kind of like constant sanity drain. Bit annoying, but we can push through it easily enough. Do we kill bottom guy with a skill 1? I don't know if we do. We do, cool. Cool. Oh wait, you're still alive. Oh. Well then. That's fine. We are below stagger threshold, so that's good at least. There's annoying beeping outside right now. Don't know what that is. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Sounds like a car alarm or something, probably. Year 2, Gregor, yeah, he's looking up at me. Being silly. We can just pop that, yeah. You're doing some damage to us. Like, we are glut resistant by default, so that's nice. We could lantern for better glut resist, actually. That's a funny idea. You know, let's try it. Might also stagger some of these guys here. Right, might as well. Hey, are these guys pierce resist? They might be, actually. That's fine. It's a funny idea. It's a funny thing to make use of, right? We staggered at least one of them. Yeah, they're pierce resist. We heal a bunch from just doing some damage to you guys, though. Oh, right, I forgot we're below our stagger threshold, so we're chilling. Yeah, completely slipped my mind. This guy bleeds to death. Cool. Have fun with, you know, the shenanigans. That was 3 tails on that clash. Okay. Guess that's what I get for egoing. My bad. Similar Liger to main though. Lantern, Lantern is 4 Gluttony and 1 Sloth, so like Gluttony we can get easily enough because you know we've got a Glut skill 1. Like, I'm just checking this to make sure. Like, yeah, it's gain 10 bleed on use. It's not like combat start or anything like that. Yeah, no, this one is combat start, but is this also giving bleed count accidentally? Is this like giving like 5 bleed, 1 bleed count because of how it's adding up? Is there some funny oversight like that? I think so. I had 2 bleed count that time. Okay, I think that's what the issue is. I think the defense skill is, I want to say bugged to be giving bleed count alongside just the straight up potency. It's something that happens sometimes for certain things, so I wouldn't be surprised if my deduction is right, but that definitely makes the defensive skill a lot more annoying to use. Oh cool, we can get more damage up for Gregor. Sure. No reason not to, right? But yeah, that's good to know. So too much defensive skilling is actively really bad for us. More ego resources, sure. That's good to know. I was wondering if it was something like that, and I think it's specifically the defense skill, because that's the only one that's combat start gain bleed, right? Compared to the rest of them being, like, on use. Oh no, wait, we want to do this one. This looks like it's a combination of... No, this is just straight up Wrath Peccatula. I was going to say it was a combo, but no, that's just straight up Wrath. Yeah, mixture of the babies and the medium-sized ones. You guys are actually doing some solid damage to me. Funny, and that's only ADD, right? I don't have a, you know what? Funny idea. Bit of a funny idea I've got here. Not hitting the guy doing the most damage to me, though. Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely getting staggered here if we don't do something funny. You know what? We gotta live a little sometimes, right? And I think this is a good way of doing it. It probably staggers all 3 of these ones. Also Spark Discharge. Not that we really need it, but it's charged, so that's cool. We don't have any Gloom skills, so we can't make use of it ourselves for like the actual Rupture thing. Not that we need to. Like I said before, we are Rupture neutral on everything we do. But look at how just well that worked, right? Power of becoming Wrath resistant. We can just do a bit of that. Cool. We should be set now, yeah. We definitely spent a fair bit of resources on that, so like there's a trade-off, of course. Should be able to get our Sandy up without too much of a hassle, though. So that's nice. Definitely the wrong one to skill 3, but that's fine. Yeah, these guys have a little bit of bleed. Not even fully sure how they got to 99 bleed potency. Huh. I didn't really hit them that much, did I? Like, I don't even know, like, White Gauss. I'm not fully sure. I'll take it, though. I'm not going to complain. Boss time. It's just Papa Bongi again. No need to get excited. Devil Share, sure thing. Oh wow, would you look at that, it's Papa Bongi again. Who could have guessed? It's almost like I went to the floor that only has Papa Bongi, huh? How weird is that? Okay, I wonder what my plan here is gonna be. You know, history repeats itself sometime. We just gotta make sure we stagger Papa Bongi, then we're probably gonna get staggered in the process, but that's fine. Because, well, he'll be staggered while we're staggered, so he's not gonna get a bunch of, like, hits on us while we're staggered. That sort of thing, right? You're hitting us a bit, that's fine. Yeah, we're chilling. I think we'll do this. We're going before the enemies do, the actual Bongis do, so yeah, we can definitely stagger him here. The bleed also helps out a fair bit on that front. And we're gonna get staggered, but we're going to be perfectly fine with that. Because, like, they can't do much of anything to us. We don't have White Gossipium, so, like, it's not like, Pabongi can be able to attack us. We'll heal up 25% of HP when they bring us below half next turn. And we're set. There's only one of them attacking us this turn as well, so we're really set here. Yeah, we didn't even get the half HP healing. That's fine. I'm actually tempted to just do this because you're going to bleed to death. Yeah, that'll work. Should be able to get some SP up because we still win that clash. Nice, there's our SP up, so these clashes should be pretty easy to win too. Nice. And yeah, you hit us a little bit, but like it's not going to do much of anything to us. And we just kill these two. Cool beans. Let's see, I don't think we can get Paul Bongi fight again next floor. I don't think it's on any other floors in Mirror Dungeon Hard. I don't think it can show up in any of like the 4th or 3rd or 5th floor bosses, but you know, that's fine. If only you get a Mirror Dungeon where it's only Papa Bongi, that would be ideal. That's actually just called the House Chicken Dungeon, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, that's true. I don't have like a butt or anything. It is true. Evil defining. But you get smoke and wires from it, sure. Or Pierce Weak. Showed up again though. Oh, or we could go for Nelly. Is Nelly probably a really bad idea? Yeah. But like, Nelly could be funny. We could get the actual like fusion gift if we can get tactile mirror synesthesia. Right? So that's something. Keep an eye out for that, I guess. There's a Gregor skill change. Let's go. That's what we wanted to see. More skill 3s. Fragment of Allurement. No. Fluorescent Lamp, sure. Today's Expression is actually a pretty solid, sure. What else do we want? I don't know, kind of late for that. Could definitely get mileage from it, I'm sure, but nah. Not super appealing. Anything good? No, okay. We'll carry on, I think. Save the rest of what we have for the next floor shops. Oh, and we do get a Rupture gift here, so that's cool. So now our Rupture is really good, our Bleed's really good. We're pretty chilling. This looks like... What is this? Something weird. Yeah, it's a weird combo. Makes sense, though. Yeah, the Wrath guys... These guys are all pierced, actually. Okay, so that's a little scary. That's a little bit scary. Counterpoint. Yeah, they're all going for fairly strong attacks, actually. Not really a good counterpoint, ever. That's fine, though. We paralysis these guys, if nothing else, with Legerdemain, right? Legerdemain's also only a 10 sandy cost, so, like, it's not going to ruin us like some other egos would. And we do stagger the Wrath ones with it. Okay, that's good. That's what I was hoping for. A little bit of paralysis as well. It means that you're going to do significantly less damage to us. So that's good. This one's a bit of a worry. That's fine. If you do stagger, which you do, we only get hit by the 2 lost ones right now, yeah? Because both the Wrath ones got staggered. So we're chilling. And you're just gonna, like, so kind of you to remove my stagger threshold for me, my one and only stagger threshold. Yeah, we'll clash you just so you won't do your damage. It's really not the biggest deal whatsoever, but like, yeah, sure. And we just leave that one alive because it's going for a weak attack. It's gonna do like nothing. Bleed we get some kills with here though, yeah. Means we're not getting great healing because we're killing with bleed a little too hard. But you know, that's the price of success, I suppose. It means we should go into next fight with below stagger threshold HP though, most likely. So that's nice at least. There's always an upside. Always a positive side if you're willing to look at the positive side of things. That's a quote from the Bermuda Triangle itself, like the entire thing. It told me that in a dream, in fact, you know. I also noticed I've just kind of stopped using a defense skill much at all, since I realized that's what was messing me up with the count. Which I think that's like fair enough of a thing for me to do. Okay, yeah, we're definitely healing up to near full. Yeah, we're full. Cool. That's fine. The Blood Feast is always so funny. Couldn't even mind that. Because defensive skill is healing stuff. Smoke and Wires, cool, that's more bleed infliction. Not like insane bleed infliction or anything, but it's more of it. More Rupture, don't mind if I do, I don't need the poise stuff, so we'll just take Talisman Bundle and run with it. And Dead Rabbits. Yippee! Okay, yeah, these guys should be pretty fine. You're countering. I can't be too bothered. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage here. Okay. Well then, is this a Garden of Thorns moment? Could be. We're not hitting everyone if we do that, but like, we stagger all these guys, so like, that's good enough. But like, we're weak to Wrath, we're weak to Pierce. These attacks are doing a lot to me. I think we just pop it, yeah. It's a bunch of resources. I could like Superbiate it, but like, it doesn't matter that much. And this is an HP healing ego, so I mean, that's also nice, right? Make sure we're nice and topped off. We were already topped off, but it didn't matter. But yeah, like, that one attack alone brought us to our stagger bar, yeah. I definitely made the right choice. And yeah, we kill this guy here, so that's good. We're looking good in general, cool. Yeah, that's gonna hit us here, but like, we're gonna be clashing most of the stuff. Yeah, we're chilling, cool. Okay, we gained bleed count there as well, so something else is giving us bleed count. That's interesting. That is a lot of bleed, jeez! Why does it stack like this? We're killing enemies too fast for our own good, are we? Jeez, okay. So yeah, when we're killing enemies with a single hit, we're not getting the bleed out in time, so it's just stacking really quickly. Yeah, I think all of his skills are inflicting one bleed count as well, if he doesn't have any bleed already. And if I'm right about that, that is super fatal, potentially. If we can kill the enemies fast enough, though, we should be fine. You're gonna stack a bunch of bleed on us. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. Okay, I know I just did it, but I think I need to again for safety. Okay, we won the speed tie, nice. Because if these guys are gonna get a bunch of bleed count on us, and a bunch of bleed count on us can kill us. We couldn't get staggered here, though. I don't want to spam too many Garden of Thorns, but, yeah, the bleed situation looking a little dire. We're killing enemies too fast for our own good. Funny how that's become an issue here. This guy's got a lot of self-damage, so, if you neuter his, you know, self-healing shenanigans, really, really works against him. Like, that time we only had one count. This time we only had one count, yeah, which is what I'd expect, right? So that's good. Things are working as intended, I think. Do a bit of that, sure. That guy just bleeds out, sure. Oh yeah, now our bleed count is really bad ones. Okay. This is gonna be the consistent trend, isn't it? Jeez. Okay, we're killing enemies far too fast. Huh. It really is a struggle for survival now at this point. Just because we're too good for our own good. That's kind of how you want to go down, though, right? Not because the enemies are better than you, but because you're too good for your own good. Good. There's still another Garden of Thorns, though. Hate to say it, but, we're not hitting all of them here, so, like, we're still gonna get hit a little bit. I do not want too much bleed on self, though. These guys don't inflict bleed on use, do they? I don't think so. I assume it's on hit. There's not a lot of bleed on use inflictors. It's usually on hit, because, like, logically that's how bleeding works. Yeah, there's a lot of bleed count, which is very scary. Yeah, because we don't have enough coins this turn. Actually, we will because we clash. Okay. We do have enough coins to get rid of all our bleed. The skill 2 is going to mean we're going to take a lot of damage from the bleed if we kill too early here, which we didn't. Okay, that's good. Out of bleed. That's nice. Like, I do think our own self-bleed is being doubled by smoke and wires, though. Yeah, inflict 2 times bleed skill effects. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that is, in fact, happening. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We need to get rid of smoke and wires desperately. I was definitely thinking, like, for a while now, it feels like I'm getting too much bleed, and after paying a little bit of attention, yeah, I'm getting too much bleed. Getting a lot too much bleed. Assuming this happens with Barbarotis too, and I just didn't really notice it because I haven't used Barbarotis too much, or not paid attention to that sort of thing too much. Oh, I'll take Commemorative Coin. That's nice for egos. It's nice for making it so Gregor's almost dead. But that's fine, he'll live. Healing Center is 50%. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Should put us at a nice HP value. Fuse gifts, please. Please. I'll give you anything. I'd want you to give you something stronger than that, though. Don't we need... I don't think we really need, Sure. Flutter Branch, cool, there's more bleed. Or more rupture, I mean. That's nice. Fluorescent Lamp, we can get to ++, that's pretty cool. Bloody Gadget, we can get that to ++, that actually doesn't help us that much. Plus helped us, but not ++. That's fine, though. Okay, so we shouldn't be having nearly as much potency on Self now. I think it's very possible some of our other EO gifts are affecting our Self. Like, surely Wound Claret isn't hitting, because Wound Claret's on hit, right? That's the thing. Oh yeah, Nelly, hi. Forgot about you being here. Because that's the thing, if it's all skill effects... Yeah, when hitting an enemy, this one specifies hitting an enemy, while Smoke and Wires just says when an ally inflicts bleed with their skills, it's doubled. So yeah, very different, that's for sure. You're hitting me a bunch here. It's kind of rude. You considered, not, maybe. I think you're still probably gonna hit me a bunch if I had to guess, but you're gonna, like, take a bunch of bleed damage and stuff, where you're not... You can get your additional thing, because we won that against the evade. Cool. That's pretty swell. Yeah, you are hitting us a bunch here, so that's not nice. You are bleeding a bunch, though. We should be able to stagger you next turn. Yeah, paralysis next turn. It's only one, though. Like, so it's going to be lying for the most part. Yeah, the pride skills are doing the most. Sure. Struggling, it's not really. It's lying. Do not listen to its lies. We can get more bleed. We should get you to max bleed here, so that's good. Actually, probably just straight up stagger you if I had to guess. Once again, you're rolling tails in your evade. Nice. Lowest Star is probably doing decently for us on that front, right? Getting some SP down with all of our hits because they're all blunt. Cool. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of damage here. And we should be chilling. Oh, right, I want to get, the one ego gift. I was forgetting about that. Well, we'll see if I can get it. If we get to the point where we have, like, almost exclusive skill 3s, we're going to be so good, because the skill 3 healing is insane. It means, like, our entire, like, gimmicks won't work nearly as well as they're supposed to. But, like, I think that's fine. Binding technique, I don't care. Bleed. That's what we call a flex. She was going to die from a single clash, so, I mean, might as well speedrun that little encounter. 2 other secret arts. Cool. They're getting power and stuff, that's fine. I'll take the cost here. I like money. Time killing time? Is that good for us? We're weak to Pierce. Right. No. We could get Papa Bongy again, though. 50-50, this is our third Papa Bongy. Funny how they have him on the Tremor team floor just because Tremor is on so few abnormalities. They just had to be like, oh, close enough. He does like stagger damage effectively. He doesn't have Tremor, but you know, close enough. Let's see. Also, I need to remember, like, Starlight means nothing at this point. There's Mirror Tactile Synesthesia. Okay, that's something. We can get rid of some of this other stuff here. Simple later. I don't think we need to focus on resources at this point. We'll sell those. Give me Mirror Tactile Synesthesia. And yeah, we can just do Starlight refreshes at this point, right? Like, until we get a Gregor skill change. Might as well sell something else anyways, because, I mean, we're going to need to. We can sell... What's fine to sell? We'll learn at this point, Actually, Grand Stake is doing nothing unless we're ecoing, because it's for single coins. Okay, cool. But yeah, keep on doing some Starlight refreshes until we get a Gregor skill change, yeah. There's no reason not to, because, like you can see, like, I've got 7,000 Starlight, I've spent everything on it. Might as well do it a little bit, till we get what we want. Pierce Week on a Tremor floor, that's gonna be a Rose Spanner, right? Don't think I want that. I think that'll be, like, Nico or something, so I'll just take the Blunt Week. Blunt Week is probably gonna be, like, K-Corp or something. Right, we're pretty manageable, yeah. You guys are mainly Blunt. I think you've got some random Pierce skills based on, like, the K-Corp ones. Oh no, these are all the Baton ones, none of them are the Axe ones. The Axe ones, I think, are Slash, probably, if I had to guess. Logically speaking, right? So I'm probably fine no matter what. But yeah, now we've got half our deck to be skill 3s, so that's pretty cool. Should have thought about the fact I could just start refresh to that very first shop, because then I could have gone for a while longer, eh? That's fine. Do we get staggered here? Oh, we do actually, huh? Well, I mean, I'm not that concerned. Okay, only one of them is attacking us this turn. Alright, I'm really not concerned. Even if they all attacked us, I don't think they would have done that much. If I'm being honest. Also, we're getting stupid amounts of speed thanks to Fluorescent Lamp. So that's nice. Yeah, we're doing a bit of damage here, right? Just a little bit. God. The Blood Feast build-up from this guy is so comically high. Like, it's probably, like, better to run him, like, in a duo with, like, Barbarotis or something, just to see how funny this can get. Like, I'm really curious to see just how good this guy's gonna be when we get more synergy with, all that sort of stuff, right? Because right now, Blood Feast, not the strongest thing, right? Oh yeah, all the bleed conditionals are bleed count as well. Yeah, that's definitely for sure. The defense one's the only one that's on turn start, though, so that's the one that's really palpable. But if you're not doing enough damage to get rid of all the bleed count in time, it's adding up a little bit. We can probably pop a defense skill to get rid of it, though, right? Not really. Okay, that's fine. We can just clash it away. That's fine. And we'll heal up in the process here, yeah. Definitely the kind of unit you don't really want to use in Mirror Dungeon unless you're doing funny solo stuff with him. He's gonna be one of those units that might just explode sometimes. I guess his passive means he probably shouldn't, but there's always the possibility, right? I don't know. Once again, risky encounter, not really my interest. This is a Pierce Week, so this is probably gonna be Rose Spanner anyways. Or it could be like sloshing guys, I guess that's also true. Rose Spanner it is, yeah. Which are a little bit of Pierce, I think. Okay, we're chilling though. Hammer guys are gonna be blunt, obviously. And actually the Saw Blade guys are probably just mostly slash, right? Although I wouldn't be surprised if it had some Pierce though, because I know like Rose Gregor has like a Pierce skill 2 on top of his like slash skill 1 and skill 3. Whatever, it's not a big deal no matter what it is. We do get staggered here, that's fine, just barely though, right? We're pretty fine. Yeah, inflict tremor by target's tremor. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna stagger me. How scary. Anything but that. Okay, Gregor, kill these guys. Yeah, Bloodied Hand is never getting up. Wailing Hearts, or... Ugh. None of our suspects are ever getting up. Got a lot of self-tremor though, so that's cool at least, you know. We don't actively want self-tremor, it's not like we get many benefits from it, but it's cool to have just kind of 40 tremor. And like, it doesn't do anything for us, but we have it. I don't even know if Pocket Mirror is going to help me at all. I don't think it will, but I don't think I've gotten Pocket Mirror since Mirror Dungeon 4 release, so it's been like 5 months since I've ever gotten Pocket Mirror, so I just kind of wanted it. I need to remember to fuse it though, Because I think there's a pretty good chance I just kind of forget entirely. Just gotta... Oh, right. I was gonna say, still got a skill 3 we haven't used, but no, we did use the enemy just bled to death. Right. Tends to happen sometimes, yeah. Bleeding to death, you know. It's a factor of life. It's a facet of life. Yeah, some of this bleed count is definitely coming from sources I still cannot comprehend, though. Like, I might just be messing them, though. I think we're just slightly below stagger threshold, so that's nice. Might be slightly buff once again, but who can count? Hopefully whoever you can count, because counting is kind of an important skill to have, but the point still stands. Let that sink in. I could heal up from this guy if I choose the other option, but I don't want to heal up, right? More Tremor Eagle Gifts, cool. I mean, we're on the Tremor floor. Of course we're gonna get more Tremor Eagle Gifts, but, like, still. It's funny. Because it does very little for us. I think we've got, like, 2-3 nodes left. Something like that, probably. That's fine. We're below our stagger threshold, I think. This fight should be easy no matter what. I think it's more roast bandage sloshing people. Sloshing it is cool. Yep, no stagger threshold. Nice. We can just wail on these guys and kind of live without fear, which is a good feeling to have. Nice stagger on that guy. I might hit them with a random skill next turn, depending on how things go. Right. These guys are hitting me with their wobbling fluid and their explosive fluid and all that sort of stuff that I don't really want to get hit by. But I do not have a choice. How unfortunate. We shake it off, though. We live on. That's the beauty of life or something. I wonder if one of his, like, I wonder if his arm is mentioned by, like, one of his, like, voice lines or something. I did just kind of think about the fact, like, his upside story didn't really talk about the arm at all. But, like, that one hand sure is significantly more bloody than the other. I think there's a pretty good chance, like, one of his random voice lines he has is gonna, like, mention it to some degree, like an upside line or something. It's pretty often there's some, like, random, like, sprinkles of lore in their little voice lines from, like, the main menu. This could be another one of those situations pretty easily. I'll probably remember to check at some later point, though. Not really anything to be too concerned about. Oh, they're attacking each other. That's how nice. It's always funny to see that. Like, we're gonna kill them before they actually get the chance to, but, yeah, TLA guys do get the funny corrosion where they attack their allies. TLA guys and the crabs are, like, the only enemies that, like, do this in the entire game, I think, where they'll just start, like, attacking each other. The crabs are, like, cannibalizing each other, but for the TLA guys, they are just kind of, like, going insane, LobCorp style, right? It's funny. Not something you get to see very much, if ever. Like, we didn't actually see it in action there, we just saw that, you know, there was an attempt by the sloshing person to do that. I know, that's cool. I'll take 2 levels for everyone, and by that I just mean Gregor. Never mind, I will lose sanity on everyone. Right. That's annoying. Oh, no, nothing happened. Okay. No, it's if you fail the check for the eagle give you lose sanity. Okay. That's fine. Levels don't do that. Pierce me again, so it's once again Rose Spinner. Sloshing. Sloshing it is. I think we can get staggered this time, though. Yeah. Theoretically. Like, these guys... I mean... We are Sloth Weak, so, like, they're doing some damage to us, but we are blunt resistant, so they're really not doing much damage to us. Skill 3, go. Not quite a stagger, darn. Yeah, you can see the Sloth skill doing a little bit of damage. They're also getting a little bit of Tremor off here. You know, a good Tremor burst or something could stagger me. How scary. Yeah, I think the chance of being staggered are pretty high here. Especially with the self-damage and stuff. We should heal up to full from this skill 3, though. So we're probably fine. The stagger bar is slowly but surely getting higher with each of their, you know, tremory attacks. Okay, not quite full, but basically there. Oh no, we did get healed full afterwards, right? I always forget the 10% of healing, the 10% of max HP healing, just at the very end, on top of the other healing he gets from this, you know? Theoretical 190 healing skill 3. You know, it's certainly something. And, like, the 190 part's very theoretical, but, like, The rest of the healing is just stupid good here. Cool. And yeah, I just need to finish these ones off. Which we'll do without skill 3ing. Simply so we lose some HP. So that we don't have a stagger bar for the next fight, because that sounds delightful. Cool, and we get a kill. Nice. And we're like half. Okay, cool. We're at a good health value, I want to say. And we're going to see, is it Papa Bongi or is it Fairy Gentleman? Hopefully it's Papa Bongi. I'd love to kill him again. Oh, I guess we have to go through a few nodes first. We're not quite there just yet. We're just going to roll for Gregor. There's nothing else I really want. Cool. I was going to say, you know, I'll do Starlight refreshes as need be, but need does not be. We actually heal the entire team, couldn't we? Because it would be 20%, you'd still be, like, below stagger. Yeah, cool. Pretty safely. Okay, Fairy Gentleman it is, darn. Don't get our third round with, Papa Bongi, but Papa Bongi doesn't really deserve it. He's a chill guy, and we've already killed him twice. 3 would be a little too much, I suppose. Even for me. Let's get this going, actually. Should have done the left most, that's right. I figured, you know, let's actually try building our mechanic here. It's because it's nice. Your Tremor Burst does nothing for to us. I'm not really that concerned about you. Cool. We got a couple of these going. We'll do another defense skill, though. Why not? Is this the arm? It is. Cool. That's not much. I want to attack the arm because it's the one that's kind of more worth that attack. I guess we should try and be getting, you know, morale boost. If we're trying to interact with this guy, you know, as you're supposed to, let's actually try interacting with his mechanic. He's gonna heal a bunch otherwise. You know, it's kind of, we're kind of like-minded, these two. You know, all of their healing and stuff. The buy next turn's a little rude, but you know what happens. Yeah, so we gotta get to 5 morale boost, then pop that. Which should be pretty easy to do, yeah. Clash give 2 morale boost, yeah. Clash give 2 morale boost, yeah. Clash give 1 morale boost, okay. Yeah, we should be at max morale boost after all this. That's good, we can get, you know, morale boost into Tipsy. And then just kind of tank your attacks. You get force stagger when that happens, I'm pretty sure. Something that people never see because, like, who actually interacts with Fairy Gentleman's gimmick? Usually no one. I know how his gimmick works, I just rarely ever bother because it's really not particularly worthwhile. You don't get that big of a benefit for it. Because you can just kind of kill it, usually. But in this situation, it's a one-on-one. Our damage isn't, like, insane. More about, like, survival than tanking, right? That sort of thing. Your left arm's almost broken, though, so that's nice. Yeah, it's too bit of that. We'll get our Tipsy. We also broke your arm, so that's nice. We're building out the rupture on your arm as well, so that's pretty cool. Getting nice and ruptured up. See, he's very good for rupture under these certain circumstances. We're not getting bloodied hand up ever, though. That's the one thing. That's fine. Cool. Good old kill, good old murder. And one more unforgivable sin. So many sins. You could call me a sinner the way I sin. Okay, and when I said we were going to interact with your mechanic, we are just going to kill you, actually. And we're not going to interact... We kind of interact with your mechanic, but, like, we do just kill you this turn. With how much rupture you have and all that sort of stuff, you kind of just die without standing a chance. But, you know, at least I indulge in your gluttony to, like, a degree. More than I usually would. And, you know, that counts for something I want to say, but not nearly enough. Down you go. Cool. We actually got the funny animation for the skill 3 because we popped the skill 2. So that's a fitting way to finish you off. There we go. You know, this guy released an hour and a half ago, and already got a solo done with him. It's pretty good. I'm sure there's probably already gonna have been a bunch of solos with this guy before this. Oh yeah, that line, that was from the trailer. Sure there's already been a bunch of solos with this guy, since, I mean, he's a tank unit, so it's super easy to solo with him compared to, you know, some other units. So, like, it's gonna have happened a bunch by the time this is already released. That's fine. Oh yeah, I guess also Happy Halloween, everyone. I kind of forgot about that, since it's not Halloween yet, but it'll be on the day this is being posted. So I hope you enjoyed your very Priest Gregory Halloween, yeah? How quaint. Oh yeah, give me my weekly rewards. Excellent. Didn't even defeat 100 enemies. That's kind of shameful. 70 boxes. Cool. Make up for some of the ones I spent on Gregor. Yeah, I like this unit a lot. Very curious. Once again, kind of like Barber Otis, like, we really need to get the entire Bloodfiend team, set up before we can really get a good view on all of them, I want to say. Just because, like, all this Blood Feast stuff is kind of unfinished. We've got several pieces to a puzzle, but not enough to see the full picture yet, just to get hints of it. But even not, this guy is really funny. A lot of self-damage. I think a lot of the bleed gifts were working against us to some degree, if I had to guess, who would have thought. But, like, he's Pierce weak, so he'll take a lot of damage from stuff like that, stuff like Dulcinea. He's probably going to be pretty good for, like, the Kanto stuff, though, in general. Because anyone who's got a lot of healing is really good for Kanto 7. And this guy has a lot of healing. Like, I feel like this guy can, like, out-heal, like, Keikor Ponglu most of the time. Although he also does a lot of self-damage, and he can die if you're not careful. Although he's also got his little unrelenting, so there's a bit of an ebb and flow to this guy's playstyle, and I like that. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!